I came out to Denver about 2 weeks ago. I flew out Wednesday, and Stephen asked me if I would come up and say a few words and kind of rag on him a bit. And I was a little nervous about it, but I thought to myself, you know what? I've been making fun of Stephen Homan my entire life, so this shouldn't be too hard. Now, I've been asked to omit a few things from my speech that I originally said, and Danny asked me to keep all my private parts in my pants, which I told him, hey, after 6 beers, I can't make any promises, but I'll do my best. So to give you a little backstory, my buddy Bronson came up, the best man, gave a good speech, and I remember the funniest thing he said was that Stephen and Rachel really hit it off because they both love to make their own clothes. As you can remember, patchworks were really fun for us when we were in high school. We liked looking like a homeless hippie, which they both did. But that's neither here nor there. Rachel's sister gave a really good speech, and she was very emotional. It was very hard for her. And I started my speech by saying, this is hard for me too, but not because I'm emotional, because I've been drinking since about 1 o'clock. And I had made some notes in between mimosas that day, but when I pulled them out of my pocket, they were just chicken scratch, so it didn't go too well. But everyone knows Stephen is such a great guy, and everyone loves him. He's a nice guy and everything, and I think a lot of people forget what an obnoxious little shit he was as a kid. Stephen, Susie does not forget that. I told a few stories that were pretty funny. What's up? Danny, you're going to have to be more specific. We smoked dope in your garage a lot of times. So. What time are you talking about, man? Are we talking like summer, spring, winter, fall? Where are we going with this?
This is why I love doing at the wedding.
We'll get to that later tonight. Everybody loves Stephen. I love Stephen. He is so incapable of relaxing and having a good time. I don't know where he gets it. Danny. But it was never so apparent until I went down to the lodge before the wedding around 11 o'clock, and I swear to God, Stephen wouldn't even let the guy hanging ribbons from the ceiling do his job. He literally became a gay interior decorator in about 10 minutes. There's no gay people here, right? This is I'm not offending anyone? All right, good. He would not even let the guy hanging ribbons do his job. But when we were kids, Stephen was the fastest kid ever at doing two things, and that was running his mouth and riding his bike away from whoever he was running his mouth to. I remember thinking, my God, Stephen, we were like 14 years old, and I was like, you are going to get your ass kicked so bad one of these days. And, not a year later, we were freshmen in high school, and this kid got expelled from school. What was his name, Stephen? No, you don't. You gotta know his name. Okay, I think it was Seth Brown. Way to ruin the joke. I was gonna be like, you'll never forget that name, but, this kid got expelled and wanted to know who he should beat up, and not only did Stephen Homan get the nomination, he won the election by a landslide victory. And unfortunately, there was no 10-speed for him to ride away on the ground floor of New Philadelphia High School that morning. He did a good job of wearing him down by running his face into the dude's fist multiple times. But he did get a few good hits in, right? No, those were scratches. I'm sorry. But, I'm glad everyone made it out. I met Rachel about 7, 8 years ago. Why in God's name did it take you so long to get married? Way past due. But she's always been nice. I love Rachel. I love her whole family. We had a great time at the wedding, and I hope you all have a great time tonight. So raise a glass for Stephen and Rachel. And let's get on to the Moonlighters, right? The Moonlighters. Give it up to the Moonlighters. Let's do it, boys. Let's ride.